Do we really do? Does anyone have hot takes we need to talk smack about?
I don't have a hot take right now.
Does anyone like we saw that has hot takes? I know you were on like TikTok and stuff.
Oh, what I saw on Facebook today?
Oh yeah. What happened on
Oh
Facebook?
my God. So this dude posted the video of his review of the show. And I didn't listen to all of it because it was just outright disgusting. Welcome again to this episode of Zero to Hero. I hope all you grid travelers have found a right podcast to listen to. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Zero to Hero. I'm Billy.
And I dropped my coffee. I'm Jimmy.
I'm watching you. You got nothing in your hands.
Thanks for destroying their suspension of disbelief. I appreciate it. You son of a bitch. You piece of shit. How do you feel?
I feel great. Anyways, so Jim, we should get our little kids. We should get our little kid squeals out right now because it happened.
Okay, move the mic away. Get it out of the way.
Yay!
It's finally here.
It happened. It happened this morning. We've seen it. We all know. Once and Always appeared. And it debuted.
It was fun.
And it was fun.
Okay.
Cheesy and fun.
Spoiler-free review. It was fun. It was super cheesy. It was fun. It was good moments. They had really good character moments, and I had a great time. And if you enjoy Power Rangers, you're gonna have a good time too.
Yeah,
if
well,
you don't,
I'm gonna spoil everything. Okay, Robo Rita needed
we're gonna get the spoilers in a minute.
Robo Rita needed her gears waxed. Okay, because that was ridiculous.
She needed her cogs turned.
Yeah, sure. Her cogdiles, right?
Clean up the cobwebs.
Only you think that's funny.
I find it hilarious.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Spoiler-free review. Go real quick. What's your spoiler-free review?
It's a fun watch. It's honestly a good series for new fans, and a really awesome series for older fans that catch the little hints that they spread throughout the series.
Yeah.
You get old faces and new faces, and it's just pure nostalgia all over 30 years ago.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
It's all nostalgia, and it's a fun nostalgia trip.
Definitely.
I'm not disappointed in it. I had a good time.
And they play the original OG Mighty Morphin theme song, and you get goosebumps.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And yep. Okay. Spoiler talk inbound. So if you haven't seen it yet, go watch it and come back if you want to hear us talk about this movie or 2 episodes. Movie? Yes, movie.
It's a movie.
It's IMDb says it's 2 episodes, but screw it. It's a movie.
It's a movie. It's 55 minutes.
It's not movie length. Movie length is an hour and 30. It's 90 minutes.
Well, all right.
We were screwed out of movie time.
So let's just say we watched this, right? And it completely just, like, basically disproved a lot of our theories that we had just from the trailers.
Oh, yeah. Every theory we had is done.
Every theory out the window. Like, what you think was going to happen never happened.
Nope, not one bit. Nope. And I'm okay with that because I'm 100% on board with none of our theories actually coming to fruition.
Yeah.
That means we didn't see any of this coming at all.
None of it. Flashback? Nope.
Nope, no flashbacks, no time. Well, there was time travel, but there's no time travel took place.
Yeah, no, it was just a lapse.
How Robo Rita got her body? Oh my God!
Jesus Christ! I love how they leave you in suspense in the beginning, but then about 20 minutes in, it describes how she got the robot body.
Yep.
So literally, Zed and Scrozzle out the window. There's no connection. There's no connection to Cosmic Fury out the window.
None.
They used JDF's voice, like from when he was on the show as Mighty Morphin Green.
And they also use Trini's voice from back in the day.
Kimberly's and Jason.
And Kimberly's, and they want to use Jason's. Jason sounded a little bit weird, but I think it was Jason's.
It was his, but they only used them once.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was in the graveyard.
And that's it. Yeah. Completely ruined all our theories. I'm 100% on board with this.
I was sitting there laying in bed. I was like, well, now I got to process all this new information.
Like I said, at the end of it, I'm like, okay.
Though they do reference JJ again.
A few times,
and it's from Cat. Cat references JJ a lot in there.
Which means he's still in school right now.
Yep. So that does put them in the realm of SPA and SPD being a thing for JJ.
Yeah, so that might be a thing later down the line.
Yes.
Might. Who knows? Because apparently the Soul of Dragon is like the definitive end for Tommy.
Yes.
Something like that.
Yeah. And in
So.
the show, Tommy... Well, okay. Definitely spoiler right here. They all go to Aquitar. all the Rangers that were shrunken down into figures are all
go to Aquitar. So Jason, Kimberly,
Tommy, Phantom Ranger. Man, all the figures.
And Phantom Ranger's in it too. Oh, so I'm like, I had to go back. I'm like, is that the Phantom Ranger?
Yeah, me too. I had to rewind. I was like, wait, is that the Phantom Ranger?
I'm like, okay. And then the Zeo Ranger's still alive.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, wait, hold on. Why?
Tanya's still kicking with her yellow powers.
Yeah, but you saw that Rocky had a theory that we always talk about, where he just starts shooting first thing.
Oh yeah, like busts it out, just shoots.
He just
no questions asked, just shoots. And I'm like, yeah, that's Rocky. Like, all right, cool. I can live with that. Right. Yeah.
But let's begin this. So basically, in the first scene, fight scene, it opens up in a fight scene. Like Billy's.
Oh my goodness.
Billy's getting his ass whooped right now, and she's like, "What do you got to say for yourself?" And he's like, "It's morphing time."
Oh, that was fun.
Did you notice? Did you notice when they morphed without the morph sequence that you saw the power reach out and cover them of the coin?
Yep. That was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool how they showed the coin wrapping around them, like the power coming out of the coin, I should say, and wrapping them
and enveloping them.
Boy, that was the word. Me no word impossible.
That's called the Thorith.
Yeah. But yeah, you see that, and then you see the other Rangers kind of like teleport in off a SOS signal that Billy sent out, and
that you find out he sent out later in the movie.
Yeah.
So like the beginning of the movie. So if you want to go timeline, we'll get to it. We get to it.
Yeah. So then, they're beating up the putties, and can I just say it is refreshing to actually hear the putties.
The angry,
yeah,
angry turkeys. Yeah.
Would they sound like? Dude, that was good.
I love how they reference that too. Like they sound just like angry turkeys.
Like, that was great. I love to hear that. So they're defending that. Billy basically goes one-on-one with Rita.
Which was awesome.
Freaking awesome choreographing and wire work. And, when he gets hit, he actually gets hit and he's thrown back. It doesn't hold back, right?
Yep. And Rita goes in for a kill shot, man. Right away. She's done.
Yeah, right away. She goes in for a kill shot. Trini selflessly blocks the kill shot and gets vaporized, basically, off the cliff.
Yeah.
And that's how Trini dies in the show.
Oh man, that's a rough way to go. And it was a nice, not really nice enough, but there was anything you could do about it.
No.
Oh yeah. So they took care of that really early in the movie, and I liked her daughter. What's her name? Min. But do you know the name, the girl who played
Charlie
her?
Kirsch.
Yeah, she nailed angry kid.
Oh, big time.
She nailed it. Oh my goodness.
She nailed oppressed anger later on. How it'll transition. It'll say 1 year later, and it's still her, and she's still holding a grudge against Billy.
Oh yeah. Oh god, that was so brutal.
And she laid into him, and you're like, ooh, ow! I'm not even that guy that hurt me.
Yeah. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
And you find out Zach was a congressman.
Yeah, Zach was into politics and stuff. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then Billy owns his own company called Cranston Technologies,
which houses the command center underneath it all.
Yep. Which is on Earth. Yeah.
On Earth. Yep.
On
yep.
Earth. He's not from Aquitar.
Yep, he came back from Aquitar for a while to work on stuff on Earth. Apparently, his girlfriend on Aquitar misses him though.
Yeah.
My God, so so silly.
I do like how Min, like when she's lashing out at Billy, how she's like, you know, if it wasn't for you, none of this would ever happen. And you're like, oh snap, what did Billy do? Like, and then later, like a couple minutes down the road, it shows what Billy did to cause all this whole once and always.
Yeah, dude. Like I get Billy. Like what he's trying to do. He's trying to bring back Zordon.
Yeah. Oh, another theory disproved. That wasn't that wasn't the power tube from when Andros cracked it or cut it.
Oh, it looks really similar though. Like it's the same. Oh man,
but Andros
I was
had
so mad.
Nothing to do with it.
Nope, nothing. No, they did have it in space yellow, right?
Yes, yeah.
On the shrunk, yeah. So Andros didn't have anything to do with it at all whatsoever, and so it was Rita. Rita came back and broke the tube.
Yeah,
because her energy was dispersed along, and they called it the Z wave in canon.
Yeah, they said the Z wave dispersed the evil, but did not get rid of it.
Okay, so my theory is correct. You cannot destroy evil.
There you go. And then like how she Billy doesn't explain it. Robo Rita explains how she came back in the flashback of that scene.
Oh, and she takes over Alpha 8.
Yep, Alpha 8. What? Yeah, Alpha 8. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Alpha 8
yeah.
takes over his body, then becomes like a robotized version of Rita.
Oh, that was such. My jaw dropped.
Oh yeah.
I was like, "What?"
Yeah, what? I was more shocked because I was like, "Wait, Billy's like powering up this technology to find Zordon." Because there's remnants of Zordon apparently out there, but instead of collecting the good of the universe, it funneled in Rita.
Well, Rita funneled herself.
Yeah, she funneled herself into this power tube, breaks the power tube in that slash, takes over Alpha 8, and
that's how the movie starts.
That's how it starts.
Like she goes to attack Billy, he runs out, and the beachfront scene, is right there near Kranz's technology.
That fight scene in the beginning is right after the scene where she takes over Alpha 8.
I think it's called like a loopback device,
Loopback?
I don't know, something like that. Something later in the movie explains what happens in the beginning of the movie, kind of thing. But they did it really well, but you weren't confused when you jumped into the movie.
Right. No, yeah, you weren't confused at all.
So some movies do that where it's really confusing. The first 10 minutes of the movie is like super confusing, but it explains it later. Like, oh, okay, cool. I can go back and that makes sense. Now you're like, oh, hey, cool.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so that happens. Trini dies. Jason, Tommy, and so Rita escapes, runs off for a little bit, comes back a year later, and then they start hunting Rangers.
Yeah, you find out that she's been doing evil work within that year time span because Charlie because man is like, have we made any progress against Robo Rita and her forces?
And they couldn't find her.
Yeah, because she was in the she said she was going to the
dark
dimension to plan, which then turns out that she goes back to Pandora's palace.
Yep, her old stomping ground. Which means it still exists. The Machine Empire didn't tear it down.
Yeah. But yeah, so that happens, and then there's this 1 year later, and they're going to the memorial of Trini at the graveyard, and
that's where Rita attacks them at.
You don't see it because it's just Zach and Min, but you could hear the morphing call of the other Rangers, and that's when you hear JDF or Tommy. You hear Tommy, Kimberly, Billy, and Jason. You hear them, and they run, and that's when basically they get captured. Tommy, Jason, and Kimberly get captured in that fight scene from Robo Snizzard, which he bites them with the snake hand, which paralyzes them, and then he sends out robotic snakes, and it wraps them up. Yeah. So it
shrinks them down.
It siphons their power.
Them. Yeah. Yeah, and then the machine she's making, Robo Rita made, is a time machine.
Yes.
And they need a lot of power to use that time machine.
Yeah.
And so and apparently the Robo Minotaur can track Rangers.
Yeah, he was able to track Rangers when they morphed. So if they fought without powers, they cannot be tracked.
Yeah.
It was very interesting, and how it just
Oh, yeah.
how it like breaks it down.
Yeah, like they start jumping around in different places, and like the Minotaur is following them in different places.
Yep.
Oh man, that was crazy. And then they go on full Bendora's protocol.
Yes.
Rocky comes in happy. It's like, I just warmed up my noodles.
Okay, I'll give him that. Rocky had a couple really good one-liners in there, and they're like really funny. Like, wow, come on, guys! I just warmed up my noodles.
Oh man.
But yeah,
But Kat comes back and she talks about JJ, how he's in school right now. She wants this, like, oh hey, he's in school right now, but I need to get back before. Wait, this is serious.
yeah. So the question I have is that when you see the Rangers that are shrunken down, you see some Lost Galaxy ones. The only thing I could think of is that when they activated the Bandora protocol, that they went from Mirnoi and back. They came to Earth.
Yeah,
that's the only thing I think of.
I would assume they have a fast travel point at this point now,
Yeah.
like a way to teleport between the two places. Because the last time we saw him leaving Mirnoi, it was on the Galaxy glider.
Yeah,
the Galaxy. Yeah.
Well, also Billy developed that technology for Adam and Aisha.
Yeah,
so that
teleport across, like they can teleport in from into the galaxy, but they had to be in the galaxy.
What does it say that Billy could have created something for this power team of Lost Galaxy?
Also, did you see? Okay, Also, Bulk had to come back to Earth at some point.
Yeah.
And did you see the Bulk and Skull sign for the sandwiches?
Dude, I really thought they were going to be in it.
I know. I was like, dang it,
dang it! You get about 4 seconds of the Bulk and Skull theme song, and then you see somebody get thrown through it.
I'm like, dang it.
Yeah.
Oh well, it was still fun.
It was
I don't care. It was fun. A lot of little things, man. And so you see, Min comes. So they're starting to go and disperse like putties and stuff. But Min is like trying. They find out, or she finds out that the juice bar is being attacked.
Yes.
And so she goes and takes the Morpher because she wants to be a ranger. But for revenge.
Yeah, and the Morphing grid doesn't want that. Consents it.
Yeah, Morphing is not okay with that. And so like she goes and like she's helping people out, and like she's getting people out of the juice bar, and then she's like, I'm gonna take on these putties, and she tries to morph, and it's like, nope.
Oh yeah, how those putties were just looking around.
It's looking like all confused, like what?
But yeah, she handles her own on herself for a good minute, but then she gets overtaken by the putties, and then that's kind of when Rocky and Zach
show, which I am so happy Zach became like a father figure.
Yeah.
I
was trying to figure out who was gonna adopt Min because it was a single parent.
Yeah. Okay. It's not like it shows
the mailbox.
Min Taylor.
Yeah.
Or Kawaii's and Taylor's.
Quan Taylor on the mailbox. So you're like, oh. So he adopted her.
I was like,
yeah, okay.
Zach adopted her. Oh, hot damn. And, dude, that was like, I'm telling you, that was like the sweetest moment, the whole thing. Well, there's a couple other really sweet moments, but that was one of the moments you're like, oh, man. And then Zach has all the fatherly advice.
Oh, yeah. All of it.
The whole thing. Like, okay, so, like, Min attacks Billy, like, verbally attacks Billy, right? And so, and then they're going off to do their thing and whatnot, and Zach takes her to the side and is like, hey, vengeance is not being a ranger. It's not. Yeah,
he has like that whole one-on-one in the command center.
That was good. Oh man, that was great. Where they just he told her like, vengeance ain't gonna solve anything. Nope. It's not gonna help you.
Not at all.
We started this as teenagers, but if we would have used vengeance, it would have never given us anything.
Never. But yeah, it was
that was good.
So many touching things in there.
Oh man, so many good moments. You're just like,
yeah.
And then we find out Kat is a licensed
excavator,
crane operator.
Yeah.
Crane operator. Yeah. Like what?
I like that. I like that plan though. Like where they're basically, they basically lured in Minotaur and Snizzard by morphing, and then they trap them with that industrial magnet on the.
And they don't kill them.
It doesn't kill them
because you're not going to kill anyone. Like that's the thing. You're not supposed to kill anyone. And but Min's like, I'm gonna take these people on. And like, oh, that was so brutal, man. Like seeing Min try, and it's still not working because she's still like full of vengeance.
Oh yeah, when she tried to morph again to destroy him right there on the magnet.
Then Rubberita shows up and is like, oh, we're gonna take care of this right here now. And I'm like,
what was the fighting stance men used?
Mantis.
Praying mantis, what her mom used.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's good moments. I'm telling you, man, just good moments.
It was really good moments in this thing. Like, and I loved it.
And then they go to space to take care of the temporal portal.
Oh, how do they get there, though? Undetected.
Oh, yeah, they use those invisibility cloaks.
Yeah, yep.
That are temporary, and so they show like how Alpha's trying to walk around them. And
oh yeah. Alpha's like, sorry, I got heavy feet.
Yeah. Alpha's adorable. Oh my goodness. Yeah. They had that going on. So that's how Billy, Rocky, Zach, and Cat show up there. So they're in disguise, so they can't be tracked over there. And Min gets captured by Rubberita, and so
yep.
Rubberita shows back up at the moon with Min and Snizzard and Minotaur.
Yes.
Robot, Snizzard, Minotaur. And, dude, like that close battle like scene right there.
Oh, man. Like how they were.
Close quarters battle scene was fantastic.
Right.
Oh, man. Okay. So, like, normal fight scenes in Power Rangers are like open field fight scenes.
Right. This was
and
close quarters.
This was closed. It was dark. There wasn't a whole lot of cuts that we normally would see in Power Rangers. There wasn't a whole lot of cuts. It was really well done.
It was well done. I like the fighting, the choreography.
And then, Billy stabs Rubberita.
Oh my god! Like he's like, while she's distracted because she made Snizzard grow on the moon.
Yeah.
And he was like, "What?"
Yeah, because
she was like, "Oh, she's distracted," and you see his trident, his power lance go through her, and you're like, "Get the."
Whoa. Well, before that, we see Rubberita try to do a kill, try to get on Billy.
Oh yes.
And Trini jumps in the way for it.
Min.
Min jumps in the way for it.
Yeah, Min jumps in the way like her mom did, and then that's when the morphing grid realized that she's changed her perspective and would selflessly give up herself. So then the morpher Min had hidden away in her jacket started glowing, and then Min saw all the memories of Trini.
The time, yeah.
The Trini, the fights, the loving memories that she had with the Power Rangers and what it meant to be. And then her,
AKA clip show
through an eye, because it wasn't a scene, like a full scene. It was, you're watching this through her eye. And then she wakes up, basically she's like, whoop, and then she's like, oh, this is it. And then they look, I'm getting goosebumps. They're like, what does Zach say? Zach's like, you want to say it?
That was
And then
great.
she like steps up and she's like, it's morphin' time. And I like the morphing sequence was just literally what it was back in '93.
Yeah, updated.
It was just updated.
4K.
Yeah, updated. And
4K up. They didn't go all the way like they did for Adam and always Operation Overdrive.
Yeah.
Dang.
But it was simple to the point. It was literally what it was back in the 93 to 96. Yep. So I liked it.
It was fun. Like, they had that really weird logo there for half a second, so it wasn't really like that bad.
Yeah.
They got a nice morph sequence going.
The fight scene, though, we do get to see their power weapons.
Yep. And Rocky uses his power weapon to, like, just stab the Minotaur.
Oh, I mean, just downright thrusting, like, midair while he's on the ground, just stabs Minotaur.
With the power sword. And, like, that's never happened before,
You never see that. And then,
man, I got a big old smile on my face just talking about this.
The most useless power weapon was the power bow. Because she couldn't shoot it in there. She couldn't shoot it.
Yeah, it was so close quarters. You couldn't really shoot it. Then Billy stabs. Rita throws Snizzard out, makes him grow big. They start calling the Zords up, and then Billy stabs
my God,
Rita.
And how they updated the Zords when they came out.
Oh, that was nice. Yeah. That was really nice. What aren't the new Zords based off the Zap Megazord?
Yes. Well, yeah, and you could tell that they were toys too when they were were being summoned. But, I mean, just seeing the T-Rex come out of the volcano, and Alpha was like, let's warm up the volcano.
that was pretty fun. Like, let's warm up the volcano. I'm like, okay.
Billy and Min like basically jump in
the Megazord.
jump in the Megazord, and it's like Billy's like, just follow my lead, and they got the power crystals.
They got this back, yeah.
They got the power crystals to move the Zord.
That was, and like to be fair, so the cockpit looks like office chairs strapped to the floor.
Yeah, basically.
But you know what? I'll give it, like, that's what the original one was a little square desk with office chairs strapped to the floor.
It was fun.
That's what it was. Yeah. And it was so silly and great. And I like the fact that, Billy controlled, was command to the Megazord. And Rocky was, on the back corner, like he was in Zeo.
Yep.
And it was a cool sequence. And Zack destroys Roborita.
Oh, Power Blaster, too. This is for Trini. Pew! And then blows her up. But she gets stuck because men use the power daggers to stick her to the wall or the.
Oh, that was cool. Yeah, that was super cool. Yeah. And then they destroyed Snizzard, and then all the Rangers are going to Aquitar.
Yes, at the very end. Yeah.
So if we're taking continuity from the comics, then Phantom Ranger is a morphing master, or he's a really old morphing master. So
right.
Yeah. This would be cool. I'm here for it. I'm 100% on board with this.
And I was listening to another podcast. They had an excerpt from C2E2, and it was Adam. Yeah. And Adam's like, if this gets a lot of traction on Netflix, then Netflix is possibly saying, hey, we might do a sequel to Once and Always.
I'm okay with that. I want them to do more stuff because I want to get these these actors more work.
Oh, dude!
If they want to keep working on it, I'm okay with it.
I gotta see Min. I gotta see her.
Be awesome.
Her character development.
What did they do? So there's a comic coming out on the 6th called Ranger Academy, where it's gonna be young Rangers.
Yep. In
SPA or SPD. What if they do that with Min? Make her like something with that, like a trainer or something like that with that?
I mean, I don't.
Kind of cool.
I wouldn't know that realm. I don't read the comics, but
I've given you every comic.
Okay.
You need to learn to read, not just to watch. But yeah, so the movie was so much fun, and then they had that nice little bit at the end, and
oh man, he's like, do they?
Ernie Cheeseburger.
Zach was like, do they have Ernie's still recipe for shakes?
Yeah,
and then recipes. They start basically going on a memory lane trip with Min telling everything about Trini to her.
Yeah, that was a sweet moment because I'm pretty sure they never really talked about it.
They probably never talked. And then how they were describing the monsters and stuff. Like, she's like, wait, there was a stoplight on the back of a monster? No, it was a turtle.
No, it was a turtle. That was fun.
I like how Billy plugs, other locations at the very end, too, like Miranoi and Aquitar and stuff like. And I was like,
he's going to make some rounds.
He's going to make some rounds because now he's got places to travel to.
Yeah,
and
he missed traveling, so that means he's been traveling around there for a bit too.
So this is going to be very interesting because they left it on a cliffhanger, basically. Like something could come out of this.
Yeah. If this is where it stops, I'm okay with it stopping here. But if it continues on, they have a lot of room to go.
They got a lot of room to work off of with what they.
And I'm cool with it. Now, okay, our fun review is over with. Does anyone have hot takes we need to talk smack about?
I don't have a hot take right now.
Does anyone we saw that has hot takes? I know you were on TikTok and stuff.
Oh, what I saw on Facebook today?
Oh yeah. What happened on Facebook?
Oh my god! So this dude posted the video of his review of the show, and I didn't listen to all of it because it was just outright disgusting. Basically, it was like Zach didn't become the leader; it was a bait and switch. Like you really thought Zach was going to be the leader, but then Billy pulls it because he's white. And he said,
first of all, Zach became a father.
Yeah, and he says that Zach didn't get leadership because in real life David is gay and white. And I was like, what does that have to do with anything? What does that and then he goes on and he starts saying that Min was a horrible character. She didn't know when to shut up. And I was like, Are you kidding me?
She had the least amount of lines in the whole show.
Oh my god!
She should have got more lines.
And then when I cut it off as he was going in on the scene where Min saves the one guy's boyfriend.
So, that was so
now
silly.
we got LGBTQ representation kind of in the show where the guy
two gay guys. Never had that before. And she runs down putties while saving
someone's life, and then this guy just objectifies to that.
Oh my goodness! Some people
that's when I cut it off, and I was like, I'm done with this. Like, this guy literally just, he took the movie and he just criticized it with political stuff.
Yeah. I will say most reviews I've seen, some of the reviews I've seen were not great. Like, they're not like raving reviews like we're giving it because, they're not Power Rangers fans.
Right.
Like, it's a fun movie. It's a lot of nostalgia. But, if you like it, go.
I think this guy was like that. He never watched the original series. He just watched this and was like, oh, this is trash. That's what the title of the video was. This Once and Always is trash. I was like, what?
Well, he's trash.
He's trash for throwing.
But I will say a lot of the reviews I have seen though so far, like most of them have been positive. It was like it's fun, it's nostalgia, it's great. Don't go in expecting your theories to be true. Yeah. Just go and have a good time. And I'm like, all right,
sounds good to me.
I'm cool with it. Yeah. Like, you're gonna see some cool stuff.
After I get done with this recording, I'm gonna go back and rewatch it because they said definitely give it a second watch because you're gonna catch stuff you might have missed the first time because of your excitement.
Okay, I can see that. Yeah, I'll probably rewatch it myself too then.
Yeah.
Because I'll rewatch it tomorrow because I want to sit for the TV or eat a bowl of cereal.
Okay,
again. That was fun. That was fun. I was like, I'm gonna have a bowl of cereal. I'm gonna sit for the TV and watch this. Yeah. It was great.
I did. I watched it, got in the car, and I was like, let me go do. I feel motivated now. So I went and window shopped, and I was like, now I'm sad.
I don't blame you. All right, well, let's cut this episode short tonight, just because it's the big excitement stuff.
That was literally
it's done. Like, we got it.
That's was this?
Yeah, we did it. Yeah, we got it. We finally got it. This was an exciting week. Last episode, Mandalorian's out too. If you're into Star Wars and Mandalorian,
I gotta watch that tonight as well.
It's really fun. Ted Lasso's out. If you're into Ted Lasso, what's another show? Just end it too. Yeah.
Ted Lasso was pretty fun. I like that one.
I haven't seen it yet. We're watching it tonight.
Okay. You'll love it. It's funny.
All right, good. And then a bunch of other stuff. Picard's, I think, just end it too. And I know Mark is super into that and whatnot. So, go have fun. If you haven't seen it yet, go watch the new movie.
All right.
If you got to this point and listen to all the spoilers, go watch the damn movie, man. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna say if you can't afford Netflix, do some piratey things. Oh, Jesus Christ! Pirates life for me.
Well, if you've stuck with us this long, and you've watched it and listened all along with us, you could definitely continue to follow us on our social media platforms: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. We are at zeotohero. Zeotohero.com is our website, or no personal plugs, which is going to route you there. And you can jump on our new Facebook page called Not Lightning Collection, but.
So I redid the website. If you like it, let me know, because I redid the whole thing and I think it looks snazzy. But if you like it, let me know, because I want some feedback for it.
All right.
Don't be afraid to tell me it sucks.
It sucks.
Okay.
All
right, guys. Catch you guys later, man.
Until next week.
Do you want to be a hero, but you're not? Do you want to be a Jiro or a Kojiro, but you can't because you're not Japanese? Have you considered Zeo to Hero? Remember, heroes come and go. Idiots are forever. Jimbalee!
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Zeo to Hero. I'm Billy, the host.
He's the host with the most. I'm the other host with not the most, Jim.
Jim, I need to talk to you in my office.
You know what? Give me the company card. I'm tearing it up. I'm done with this nonsense.
You're the one doing it. No, my God.
I'm done with this. We're done. You can't get your medi-pedis with your Velociraptor claws at the place anymore on the company dime. You gotta do it yourself.
Okay. All right, let's do it again.
I'm gonna stick with that one.
No.
That one's pretty funny.
We gotta have it more on point.
Come on.